On his new international trip, the new US Secretary of State sent a tough message to Iran. Mike Pompeo called for tougher sanctions, criticized the Iranians' ballistic missile program, and blamed them for destabilizing the Middle East.
Unlike the prior administration, we will not neglect the vast scope of Iran's terrorism. It is indeed the greatest sponsor of terrorism in the world, and we are determined to make sure it never possesses a nuclear weapon.
Pompeo's message raises many questions about the future of the Iran nuclear deal. It was widely praised as a breakthrough when signed 3 years ago, but President Barack Obama's successor has repeatedly said the deal is flawed. Donald Trump's due to decide next month on whether or not to restore sanctions on Iran, a move that many worry might undermine the nuclear agreement. Saudi Arabia is also calling for more sanctions on Iran, accusing Tehran of using proxy fighters in Yemen to destabilize the kingdom.
Saudi Arabia is supporting the policy of President Trump towards Iran, and we support the efforts related to the Iranian nuclear case, which we need to minimize. We also need to see more inspections of Iranian nuclear sites. I think the problem with Iran should be sorted out by imposing more sanctions on Iran for violating international law and violating the Ballistic Missile Accord, and for interference in neighboring countries.
But the US faces many challenges as it tries to rally international support for further Iran sanctions. The EU warns against scrapping the nuclear deal. Russia and China have vowed to block any US attempt to, in their words, sabotage the nuclear deal. The Gulf Cooperation Council, the powerful and rich regional Arab bloc and a close US ally, remains divided. The US wants an end to the GCC crisis and the blockade of Qatar. The New York Times reports Pompeo told Saudi officials, "Enough is enough, stop the Qatar blockade."
I also stressed to the foreign minister that Gulf unity is necessary. We need to achieve it.
The US worries the 10-month-long disagreements the Saudi-led quartet have with Qatar will undermine the chances of bringing stability to the region and finding a solution to the Middle East peace process. Hashem Ahelbarra, Al Jazeera.